That was a little squeak of satisfaction right there. Damn, what an answer. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special reaction because we are going back to a Q&A from Missosology, and this time they have Miss Australia, also known as Maria Thattil. Maria, or Miss Australia as you prefer, has been one of those contestants that really seem to be able to steal the people's heart for some reason. I mean, she's beautiful, she has a very interesting background, her advocacy, very inspiring, very eloquent. So it seems like she has all of those boxes to really make it at least to the top 5 of Miss Universe. And you know, we only have a few more days left before the actual contest, so I wish I had time to react to every single contestant and, you know, make a review for each one of them, but realistically there is not enough time. So I really had to go with what you guys have been requesting, and Miss Australia has been consistently on top of the list. So here you have it. Today's video is the same format as always, so it's a Q&A with the people from Missosology. They provide Miss Australia with questions that have been asked before during Miss Universe, and she has to answer on the spot. There is no time restraint just like in the actual contest, so she has time to elaborate and really go in depth with her answer. I personally love this type of videos because it allows me not only to see how eloquent she is, but also how she's able to build and deliver an answer, which at the end of the day, it's essential. Let's get into the video, but before we do that, I want you to go ahead and leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And also let me know in the comment section, what did you think about the interview? What did you like? Did you agree with her answers? What would have you done differently? So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's reaction, my friends. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Be strong.
Yeah, Maria did a good job at answering all of your questions, all the fan questions. Now it's time for the Q&A challenge.
Here we go.
In this segment, we will assume that you're already in the final Q&A of Miss Universe. So we have 10 questions for you, but we will answer just 3 questions. So please give us a number.
Why 3? Other contestants did 4.
And we'll give you the question or response to that number.
Okay. I'm going to pick number 4 because that's my birthday.
Very
and it's
straightforward.
Also a lucky number for me.
Okay, by the way, Maria, the challenge is that you have an imaginary ball there. You pick the number.
Oh, okay. Wait. I've got to shake it.
Shake it out. Shake it out.
Right? Okay. 4. It's 4.
Okay.
Surprise. Shocker.
Question number 4. Why is freedom of the press important?
I think freedom of the press is important because the right to freedom of speech is a fundamental human right. And without freedom of the press, citizens everywhere are going to be getting a controlled narrative about current affairs in the world. And I think that everybody deserves to have access to information from all sources so that we, as individuals, can make up our own minds about the political, cultural, and social events that are affecting us today. So I think that it's a fundamental human right, and so long as freedom of the press does not condone hate speech or violence, it is a pillar on which our society is built.
That answer was so efficient in so many levels that I don't even know where to begin. And the best part about it is that I didn't even time it, but I think she actually delivered within the expected time of the actual contest. First of all, I agree 110% with her answer, and I can tell you this as someone who comes from a country where there is no freedom of press. Some of you guys know that I come from Cuba, which is a communist country. Therefore, the government controls pretty much everything, the media included. And we don't have the right to have like political parties. We don't have the right to have alternative media. So every single journal, every single TV station, everything belongs to the government. The consequence of this is that whenever they want people to believe something, they just have to tell the same story over and over and over again through different medias. Journals, TV stations, radio stations, publicity, you name it. So I really find her answer very complete because she attached the freedom of press with basic human rights. You have the right to know, you have the right to see different perspectives, and whenever you get ideas from different sources, then you're able to make your own, to build it from scratch. I could go on and on and on forever because this question really hits home for me. Like, it's very close to what I believe and the things that I'm interested in. But overall, I would like to say that Maria did an amazing job. She was so eloquent. She was so precise, but so effective. She speaks clearly and with a lot of purpose.
A pillar in which our society is built. That's a powerful statement.
Powerful
Okay,
statement.
Maria,
Indeed.
the next number,
Pick the
please.
ball again.
I'm actually going to catch it behind my back.
Grab it, girl.
Can you tell I'm by myself when I'm trying to just have a bit of... Okay.
We get it. We get it, girl. I'm by myself too.
It's a 7. It's a
Number
7.
Number 7. Recently, many countries have seen protests in the streets, and some have led to violence. Is protest a positive way to create change?
Wow. I think the key word there is positive protest. Protesting is a way that people can have their voices heard if they feel like they are not being received. And I think that peacefully protesting has the ability to move mountains. I mean, look at what happened after the biggest protest in 2020 after George Floyd's murder. We saw the Black Lives Matter protests, which were majority of the time, they were largely peaceful. And as a result, that galvanized one of the biggest civil rights movements in our history. And it led to tangible reform. Things like the Minneapolis Police Department being questioned and looked at again. We've seen people held accountable for their actions, and we are seeing justice for communities who for too long have incurred injustice. So I think that, yes, peaceful protesting is not only an incredible way to create change, but it is imperative to a healthy democracy.
Oh. That was a little squeak of satisfaction right there. Damn, what an answer. Okay, I want you to look. Go ahead and do it. Look at the time right now. What time is it? Look at the date. Mark my words. And the interview is not even over. This girl is a threat. This girl is going in for the kill. She is gonna snatch weaves at Miss Universe 2020. The fact that she even made it to this point in the competition already implies that, first of all, she's beautiful. Second of all, she has good values, you know, philanthropy and all of that, because those are part of the criteria to even get into the contest. But for me, what's more important is that not every single contestant has what it takes, or the ability, or the witty for the Q&A segment of that, because very often it's something that whether you have it, whether you don't. And this girl is brilliant. The way that she delivered that answer, you know, it was so efficient. She went straight to the point, and that's what I love about it, is that she goes straight to the heart of the question. And once she answers the question, she goes and gives you like context, like George Floyd and the most important like movement of our times. And wow, that was extremely satisfying. An element that I really enjoyed about her is that at the end of the answer, she technically already told you the answer to the question, but she ends with a reminder.
Good job. Good job.
No, excuse me, that was not a good
Okay.
job. That was an
Okay,
excellent
one more
job.
number, Maria.
What? 2 hands this time? Then juggle a couple of them. I'm going with number 2, please.
Number 2.
Question number 2. This is a bit long.
Oh.
In light of many recent political controversies, do you feel as a title holder, is it better to take a neutral stance or express your personal opinion on the issue?
Oof. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because I would like to give you my take on this question before she actually answers. I believe that the place of a woman in 2021, it is to stand her ground and state her opinion. And whenever she feels that there's something that is not fair, she doesn't have to be neutral to please both parties. Stand there as a strong, independent woman, speak your mind, and be an example for other women around you who are looking at you as a role model. That's what I believe it will be an efficient answer for this question. I'm not expecting her to verbalize it the same way, but I would like to see something along those lines. Let's see how she did.
I think many of you who know me know what my response to this is going to be, but I think our Miss Universe 2015, Pia Wurtzbach, she said it best. Miss Universe is being it's an honor and it's a responsibility. And I think that when you have a platform like that, where you can galvanize change on a global scale,
what else?
to be neutral on important political movements
Don't be
and
neutral.
controversies
No.
that require you to speak up for what's right. As Desmond Tutu once said, neutrality in the face of injustice is siding with the oppressor. So I believe that as a title holder, it is an honor to have that responsibility.
Tell
to
them, girl.
Speak up.
Tell
and
them.
have the opportunity to drive change.
Yes.
Your mind.
Very well said.
The
Oh my
chills
God.
that I'm getting right now.
Now, I know, Maria, I only said 3, but can we have another one?
Yes. Come on now. Another one.
Okay, and I'll pick. We had 2, 4, 7, and
Okay, she's gonna go into another question, but before she moves on, girl, she didn't disappoint. She delivered what I was expecting. In her own words, in her own terms. She didn't mention all the things that I said, but that's fine because that's my answer to the question. But the main thing here is that she addressed the main point. At the end of the day, you are given this platform to become a role model, to inspire generations to come, to make a difference with it. Why would you behave as a neutral person when you have the ability to change the world, to inspire, to become an example for others? In the beginning, I was a little scared because I started hearing a little bit too much the word neutral. I was like, girl, don't make me disqualify you like right now. But no, she saved it, honestly.
2, 4, and 7.
2.7.
10.
Okay,
Number 10.
I'm sure a lot of the fans would love to hear your answer on this.
Okay.
This very iconic question. What is the essence of being a woman?
Oh.
That's a great question,
Miss
especially
India
as the female gender
answered
identity
it
is something
beautifully.
that is being discussed as we are learning that gender is no longer a binary construct, and we cannot ignore the experiences of not just women and men, but non-binary people and transgender people too. But I can tell you that the essence of being a woman is ageless strength, because collectively, for generations, women have disproportionately experienced oppression, violence, inequity, and they've been on the short end of the stick when it comes to the power imbalance, and still we rise, and still we fight to be in decision-making spheres, to be leaders in politics and business, in mainstream media, to have a voice and make it better for the women who will come after us. So if you are a woman, your very essence tells you that you have ageless strength. It transcends geography and time.
She didn't breathe. She answered that question from beginning to end with one single breath. Girl, it does take talent. It does take a lot of brain. It does take a lot of audacity to answer a question like that, so complex. This is one of those questions that I feel like there is no right or wrong answer depending on how you approach it and how you justify it. Because at the end of the day, the essence of a woman, it's something that it's very personal to each one. And especially if you are a woman, your perception of femininity, of being a woman, or the experience as a whole might be drastically different from somebody else. But I love that she included the non-binary community, that she thought about them. This is inclusivity, and you know that's a big thing for Miss Australia with her own background. I think that her message is extremely inspiring, but on top of that, she is trying to bring people and communities together. This is a very strong asset, especially in a competition such as Miss Universe, where the crown's holder's literal job is to bring people together, to become a representation of beauty and kindness, and be a beacon of peace and unity all around the world. This girl should go far in the competition. And you know, at the end of the day, all of these predictions that me and so many other bloggers are coming out with, it's really based on what we see. We never know what's gonna happen during the competition, once they hit the runway, once they are in front of the cameras. You never know what stress might do to you. You never know if you're gonna fall on stage. You never know what's gonna happen. But based on the things that we see prior to all of it, you should go really, really far.
So love your answer. Very deserving for a
Me
crown.
too, I love it.
Oh, thank you. But these things that it's true though. When you think about it, what is the essence of being a woman? We are survivors. We are fighters. And it's that strength. So thank you, but I don't think I'm saying anything that isn't true.
That's right. Women are magical. You can literally create life with your bodies. You can do things that a lot of men cannot even think of doing.
Yes. You know, when you talk, Maria, there's something magnetic about you that people just want to listen to you.
That's
I don't
true.
want this to end. I want to ask all of the questions to you. You're doing so well.
And you know what, Drew? Whenever she's
I love her. I love this from beginning to end.
Her, like, you know, I just listening and watching her.
Even when I'm telling you I'm juggling an imaginary ball.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, before we part this segment, Maria, there's one more question here that I really want you to pick, but you didn't pick. So is it okay if I ask you this?
Oh, one more.
Yes,
I'm all in for it.
Okay, if there were no rules in your life for one day and you could be outrageous, what would you do?
Oh.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, my first instinct would be to eat everything, as one of our universes has said. But I will tell you, if I could be outrageous for one day in my life and I could do anything, I would find a way, without being penalized for it, I would find a way to get enough funds to pay for healthcare for every single person in the world. Because if the COVID pandemic has taught us anything, it is that a lack of access to healthcare disproportionately affects marginalized communities and people.
I'm a fan. I'm biased.
So
I'm sorry.
if I could do something outrageous, it would be to get all the money I need with no backlash or anything like that, and I would secure.
I'm getting red.
healthcare
Oh my
for
God.
all.
Wow, I love your answer.
She delivered that.
I'll give you now the Moed crown.
Do I even need to develop to add anything on top of that question? I don't think so. Health, it's a human right. Every single person should have access to it. And unfortunately, we don't. And the fact that she has been given the option to do anything she wants for one day without a consequence, and she wanted to pay for healthcare for everyone, respects to you. This question has been asked to other people, and I've heard very shallow answers. And I have to agree with Drew, the host, when he says that when she speaks, there's something magnetic about her. People just want to listen. She just makes so much sense, and the way that she structures her answers, like she brings you into the bubble and like she doesn't let you go. All right, everyone, so that was the Q&A for Miss Australia. Maria was amazing. I think this is one of my favorites Q&A of all time. Honestly, she didn't even hesitate for one single question. From beginning to end, she delivered a perfect answer. So I know that she's gonna do amazing during the Q&A section of Miss Universe 2020. I'm excited to see how she's gonna do in the runway with the dresses and the swimsuits and all of that. But I know this category, she will definitely kill it. Soon I will be releasing a video of my top 10 contestants and then my top 5. I don't know the ranking just yet, but I'm pretty confident she's gonna be in there because I'm so surprised in so many levels for the right reasons that, you know what, I'm actually rooting for her. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What did you think about this Q&A? I mean, obviously I have very strong opinions about it, but I want to know, what did you think about it? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. While you're at it, as usual, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and leave a like on my videos, that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And as usual, before you go, just come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on this channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few minutes out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.